Hey, 49ers fans, we are diving straight into everything happening with our San Francisco 49ers as they prepare for one of the most exciting matchups of the NFL playoffs. The buzz around the team is undeniable, and with the divisional round approaching against the Seattle Seahawks, there is no shortage of storylines to follow. After an incredible performance in the wild card round, the 49ers are looking to build momentum, and the spotlight is on both familiar stars and unexpected heroes who have emerged as key contributors in recent games. Today, we are breaking down everything from potential roster moves to standout performances, giving you a front row seat to all the Niners action. One of the most intriguing possibilities for the team as they approach the divisional round is the potential addition of a pass rusher. The idea of strengthening the defensive line has been circulating, and one name that has come up is Darrell Taylor. Taylor's journey this season has been full of ups and downs. Initially sidelined with an ankle injury in early November, he spent time on injured reserve before returning to practice in mid-December. While his tenure with the Texans has not been as productive as hoped, Taylor has a history of being a capable and versatile defensive end. Standing at 6 feet 4 inches and weighing 267 pounds, he fits the prototype that the 49ers favor for their defensive front, combining size and athleticism in a way that can make an immediate impact in the playoffs. Taylor's professional experience also adds an interesting angle. Drafted in the second round back in 2020, he spent several years with the Seahawks, which gives him familiarity with the organization he will now face in the postseason. Although the Seahawks have gone through coaching changes and shifts in personnel, having someone who once walked the sidelines there could provide subtle insights. After his time with Seattle, Taylor moved to Chicago and then joined Houston. His most productive years came early in his career, including a standout season in 2022 when he recorded 9.5 sacks. While recent years have seen a dip in production, the potential for contribution is there, particularly for a team that struggled to generate consistent pressure on opposing quarterbacks this season. The 49ers were at the bottom of the league in sacks, and adding a player like Taylor could strengthen depth and create opportunities for key defensive plays in high-stakes moments. Moving from potential acquisitions to players who have already made a significant impact, the wild card round against the Eagles showcased the rise of unexpected heroes. Eric Kendricks, who only joined the team in late November, quickly established himself as a cornerstone of the defense. His performance was nothing short of remarkable. Logging 73 snaps, Kendricks demonstrated both coverage skills and tackling efficiency, finishing the game with 10 total tackles, 2 tackles for loss, and several stops that were critical to keeping the Eagles' offense in check. The level of adaptation and cohesion he showed with the team, despite the limited time he had to integrate, speaks volumes about both his talent and the 49ers' ability to maximize new additions in a short time frame. Alongside Kendricks, Garrett Wallow made an equally compelling case as a vital contributor. Claimed off waivers just a month after Kendricks joined, Wallow's performance in the wild card round exceeded expectations. Leading the team with 11 tackles and recording a pass breakup, he played a pivotal role in shoring up the linebacker group, which had experienced inconsistency earlier in the season. The combination of Kendricks and Wallow demonstrates the depth and resilience that the 49ers have been cultivating. Their ability to step into significant roles without hesitation or decline in performance highlights the strength of the team culture and the coaching staff's preparation for high-pressure playoff environments. And then there's Maris Segal, a rookie safety who has quietly emerged as a low-key MVP in critical moments. Originally drafted in the 5th round out of Kansas State, Segal began the season as a starter but was eventually moved to special teams after some positional shifts in the secondary. Against the Eagles, however, he was called upon due to an injury and delivered a performance that would make any veteran proud. With 40 snaps in the game, 7 solo tackles, and coverage that limited opportunities for big plays, Segal proved that even young, overlooked players can rise to the occasion in the playoffs. His performance reflects the 49ers' philosophy of depth and development, showing that every member of the roster has the potential to contribute meaningfully when called upon. The playoff matchup against the Seahawks adds another layer of intrigue. The Niners are preparing to face a team they struggled against at the end of the regular season, and the narrative is already set for a heated rematch. Seattle comes off a bye week, which can provide both advantages and challenges. On one hand, the Seahawks will have extra time to recover and plan, but the 49ers bring momentum and a renewed sense of urgency following their dominant performance against Philadelphia. The matchup will test the adaptability of San Francisco's defense, particularly in terms of how they can generate pressure on the quarterback and disrupt Seattle's rhythm. With players like Kendricks, Wallow, and potentially Taylor stepping up, the 49ers' front seven is poised to make a significant statement. In addition to the defensive storylines, there is the broader narrative of resilience and strategy that has defined the 49ers' season. Overcoming injuries, integrating new players, and making critical in-game adjustments has been a hallmark of this team. The wildcard round served as a reminder that the 49ers are capable of performing at a high level under pressure. From strategic defensive alignments to effective communication among linebackers and secondary players, the team showed that preparation and execution are what set playoff teams apart from the rest. This foundation is crucial as they prepare for the divisional round, where every play and every snap will carry heightened significance. Looking at the coaching perspective, the 49ers staff has been relentless in their approach to the postseason. Game planning has emphasized flexibility, situational awareness, and the ability to exploit matchups. Defensive coordinator Robert Saleh and his staff have demonstrated a knack for adjusting schemes based on the opponent's tendencies, and this adaptability will be tested against a Seahawks team that has undergone significant changes over the past year. The interplay between player performance, roster decisions, and coaching strategy creates a complex, high-stakes environment where preparation meets execution. Fans can expect to see nuanced adjustments that may ultimately decide the outcome of the game. As we continue to dissect the Niners' path forward, the focus will also include emerging storylines in the secondary, special teams contributions, and the impact of rotational players. The playoffs are unforgiving, and success often comes from players stepping into unexpected roles, whether it is filling in for an injured starter or making a critical tackle on a special teams play. The performance of young players like Siegel exemplifies the importance of readiness and attention to detail, reinforcing that preparation at every level of the roster is key to postseason success. With the divisional round looming, the San Francisco 49ers are balancing the anticipation of high-stakes competition with the practical need to optimize personnel and scheme. Decisions about potential acquisitions, defensive alignments, and player utilization will be scrutinized intensely, but the foundation laid over the course of the season suggests a team ready for these challenges. Each practice, each meeting, and each preparation session is a building block toward executing in critical moments against a formidable Seattle team. The mix of veteran leadership and young talent, combined with strategic coaching, positions the 49ers to approach this matchup with confidence and a clear game plan. As we move deeper into playoff territory, the focus shifts to how the 49ers will execute against the Seahawks, particularly considering the unique challenges of traveling to Seattle for a short week game. The Pacific Northwest presents not just a logistical hurdle, but also a hostile environment for visiting teams. Lumen Field is notorious for its noise, the energy of the crowd, and the way the elements can influence play. The 49ers will need to maintain focus, control the line of scrimmage, and limit mistakes in an atmosphere that favors the home team. Preparation will be everything, and every snap will matter, especially in moments when the Seahawks attempt to create momentum through crowd-fueled drives or explosive plays downfield. From a tactical standpoint, San Francisco's defensive line must find ways to generate pressure on the quarterback without relying solely on blitzes or overextending the front seven. The potential addition of Darrell Taylor through waivers could provide the type of reinforcement that allows the 49ers to rotate players effectively, keeping legs fresh and energy levels high throughout the game. Depth in the pass rush is a critical factor in playoff success, and Taylor's history as a productive edge rusher could give the 49ers a new dimension. Even if he is not the game changer by himself, The mere presence of an additional capable defender can alter the dynamics for Seattle's offensive line, forcing adjustments that benefit the entire defensive unit. The Seahawks, for their part, have had their own ups and downs this season, and they enter this matchup with a mix of confidence and pressure. Coming off a bye week can be a double-edged sword, offering rest and recovery, but potentially disrupting the rhythm that comes from playing consecutive games. San Francisco will need to anticipate tendencies, study matchups closely, and exploit any rust that the Seahawks might bring after their extended break. Turnovers, third down efficiency, and red zone execution will all be amplified in importance, and the 49ers' ability to manage these critical factors could very well determine the outcome of the game. Special teams could play a pivotal role in this matchup as well. Field position in a hostile stadium can have a major impact, and the 49ers have shown throughout the season that they are capable of executing under pressure in these units. Kickoff coverage, punt returns, and situational kicking will all be part of the chess match between the teams. A well-timed punt return or a stop on a critical fourth down could swing momentum dramatically, underscoring the importance of every member of the roster contributing effectively. Even players who do not see action on every defensive snap may influence the game through these often overlooked aspects, emphasizing the depth and preparedness that San Francisco has built. Offensively, while much of the attention has been on defensive adjustments, the Niners' ability to sustain drives and control the clock will be crucial. The offensive line must perform at its peak to protect the quarterback and open running lanes, providing balance to the attack. When the team can convert third downs and sustain possessions, it relieves pressure on the defense and prevents the Seahawks from establishing rhythm. The interplay between the offensive and defensive units is a constant dialogue in football, and San Francisco's ability to maintain that balance could tip the scales in a close, high-stakes contest. Player matchups will be under intense scrutiny in this game. Linebackers like Kendricks and Wallow, who shine in the wild card round, must continue to execute flawlessly against versatile running backs and tight ends capable of creating mismatches. Their ability to read plays, adjust quickly, and communicate with the secondary will be critical in limiting big plays. Meanwhile, young talents such as Siegel will need to continue stepping up in coverage and run support, proving that their contributions are not just flashes of brilliance, but sustainable performance under playoff pressure. The Seahawks offense will look to test these matchups early, and the 49ers' preparation in practice and film study will be on full display. The coaching staff's role cannot be overstated. Coordinators and position coaches have spent weeks dissecting game film, identifying tendencies, and creating scenarios for the team to practice under controlled conditions. The in-game adjustments that will be made will reflect both the experience of the coaching staff and the adaptability of the players. Adjusting to the pace of a playoff game, anticipating audibles, and responding to momentum swings requires mental sharpness as well as physical preparation. The 49ers' ability to remain disciplined while making calculated adjustments could define how effectively they compete against a Seahawks team that has historically been difficult to beat at home. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Whispers are circulating through the NFL corridors after a bold, seemingly offhand remark by the head coach of the Philadelphia Eagles aimed squarely at the San Francisco 49ers. While public statements often tread the line between confidence and hubris, this latest quip has many insiders speculating that tensions could be brewing far beyond what's typically seen during the regular season. According to sources close to the team, the Eagles coach delivered a pointed, almost mocking comment about the 49ers' current form, leaving analysts and fans alike questioning whether this was mere bravado or a calculated psychological tactic. In the often theatrical world of professional football, coaches have long used words as weapons just as potent as excess and OS on the field. This latest episode, however, seems to carry an extra bite. Observers note that the Eagles' sideline persona has shifted in recent months, with the head coach increasingly embracing a confident, even audacious public image. The recent remarks, dismissed by some as simple locker room humor, could be part of a broader strategy to unsettle opponents ahead of a highly anticipated clash. Sources hint that inside team circles, the statement sparked a mix of amusement and intrigue, with players reportedly feeding off the playful yet provocative energy of their leader. Meanwhile, the 49ers camp has remained largely silent, fueling speculation that the comment may have hit a nerve. In the media ecosystem, silence often speaks louder than words, and analysts are already dissecting every gesture, interview snippet, and social media post for signs of a response. Some predict this could escalate into a full-blown war of words between coaching staffs, while others argue it may simply be another layer of the psychological chess game that defines elite-level football. What makes this rumor particularly tantalizing is the unpredictability of the teams involved. The Eagles, known for their aggressive, fast-paced style, may be trying to assert dominance before a critical showdown. The 49ers, with a reputation for resilience and strategic depth, are unlikely to be rattled easily. Whether this will translate to fireworks on the field or remain confined to media speculation is anyone's guess. But for fans, the drama unfolding off the field might be just as compelling as the action on it. In the end, while nothing has been confirmed beyond the coach's comments, the NFL world is abuzz with theories, debates, and playful wagers, all hinging on the potential consequences of one seemingly casual taunt. If history is any guide, moments like these can ripple far beyond a single remark, shaping narratives, energizing fan bases, and setting the stage for clashes that are as much psychological as they are physical. As whispers turn to headlines, one thing is clear: the rivalry may be heating up long before the first whistle blows. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.